The world did not expect silence that night. Not from the flashing cameras, not from the roaring crowd, not from the relentless buzz of social media that never sleeps. And yet the moment Jungkook stepped onto the scene at the Hublot event, something extraordinary happened. The noise faded into awe. The chaos softened into admiration, and for a breathtaking second that felt like eternity, it was as if the entire world collectively forgot how to breathe. He had just arrived. No dramatic announcement, no over-the-top theatrics, just a sleek black car door opening under a canopy of flashing lights, and then him, Jungkook, the global superstar, the golden Maknae, the face that has launched 1,000 trends and broken 1,000,000 records. But tonight was different. Tonight wasn't about a stage performance or a concert arena filled with army chants. Tonight was about presence, power, precision, luxury, and the way he embodied all of it effortlessly at the Hublot event. Dressed in a deep burgundy suit that looked tailored by destiny itself, Jungkook stepped forward with calm confidence. The color alone was a statement, rich, bold, unforgettable. It wasn't just a suit, it was a declaration. The sharp cut of the blazer embraced his frame perfectly, while the subtle sheen of the fabric reflected the lights like quiet fire. Underneath, a dark navy shirt added depth, contrast, and mystery. No tie, no unnecessary accessories. Just elegance stripped down to its purest form. His hair fell softly across his forehead, slightly parted, framing his face with effortless charm. The familiar earrings caught the light as he turned his head, acknowledging the cameras with a composed expression that balanced seriousness and warmth. His gaze was steady, his walk measured, every step deliberate. This wasn't just an idol attending an event. This was a global icon entering a room that already belonged to him. Within seconds, social media erupted. "He's here, Jungkook at Hublot, the suit, the watch, the visuals." Hashtags skyrocketed worldwide. Fans across continents scrambled to refresh their feeds. Screenshots were taken, videos replayed in slow motion. The way he adjusted his cuff, the way he slightly nodded to the press, the subtle curve of his lips when he posed, every micro-expression became a headline. And then came the moment that truly sealed the night. Standing beside a prominent executive from Hublot, Jungkook raised his wrist slightly. Not dramatically, not forcefully, just enough for the camera flashes to capture it. The watch, sleek, black, commanding, rested perfectly against his skin. It wasn't just an accessory, it was a symbol. Precision meeting passion, craftsmanship meeting charisma, time meeting timelessness. The synergy was undeniable. Observers couldn't stop talking about how naturally he fit into the luxury world. There was no awkwardness, no sense of forced branding. He didn't look like a celebrity wearing a high-end watch. He looked like the embodiment of the brand's philosophy, bold, innovative, fearless. Inside the venue, the atmosphere shifted the moment he entered. Conversations paused, heads turned. Even seasoned industry insiders who have attended countless elite events couldn't hide their impressed expressions. Jungkook didn't need to speak loudly, his aura did it for him. As he posed for photos, his posture remained impeccable, one hand casually in his pocket, the other subtly highlighting the watch. The burgundy suit contrasted against the minimalist dark backdrop, making him stand out like a masterpiece in a gallery. Every frame captured looked editorial-worthy, magazine cover-ready, iconic. But beyond the visuals, there was something deeper happening. This wasn't just about fashion, it wasn't just about luxury, it was about evolution. Jungkook has always been known for breaking boundaries, musically, visually, globally. From stadium tour to solo chart domination, he has consistently proven that he's not confined to one lane, and tonight at Hublot he demonstrated yet another dimension of his influence. The seamless transition from pop superstar to luxury ambassador wasn't surprising, it felt inevitable. Fans couldn't help but remember his journey. From a shy teenager with big dreams to a global force who commands attention without trying. The growth was visible not only in his career milestones but in his presence. The calm maturity in his eyes, the refined confidence in his posture, the understanding of his power without arrogance. At one point during the event, he shared a brief smile with the executive beside him as they both showcased their watches. It was a small gesture, but it spoke volumes: mutual respect, partnership, alignment. Industry analysts began speculating almost instantly. The impact of his attendance alone would ripple across markets. Hublot searches surged, online stores experienced traffic spikes. The Jungkook effect was in full force once again. And yet, despite all the glamour, he remained grounded. When he turned slightly toward a section of fans who managed to gather outside, his expression softened. A subtle wave, a gentle acknowledgement, It was a reminder that behind the luxury suit and global status, he's still the same artist who values connection. The event continued, but the highlight had already happened. Every subsequent moment traced back to his arrival. Interviews mentioned him, photographers adjusted angles hopping for one more shot, guests whispered about that entrance. Even hours later, clips of his walk into the venue continued to circulate. Slowed down, zoomed in, edited with cinematic music. Fans dissected every detail, from the way the fabric moved as he walked to the exact model of the watch glinting under the lights. Fashion critics praised the color choice, calling it daring yet sophisticated. Style analysts admired the minimalism, noting that true luxury doesn't scream, it whispers with authority. And Jungkook embodied that philosophy flawlessly. What made it even more powerful was the simplicity of the moment. There was no over-the-top performance, no dramatic speech, just presence, and sometimes presence is louder than any applause. As the night progressed, images of him standing confidently against the dark backdrop became symbolic. The contrast represented more than aesthetics, it symbolized how he shines regardless of environment. Whether on a brightly lit stage or in a refined luxury setting, he commands attention without demanding it. The world didn't just see Jungkook at a watch event. The world witnessed a new chapter. A chapter where global music influence merges seamlessly with high fashion and elite craftsmanship. A chapter where an artist known for emotional vocals and powerful performances proves that his reach extends far beyond the stage. In perhaps the most remarkable part, he made it look effortless. That effortless power is what keeps people watching. It's what keeps fans refreshing feeds long after the event ends. It's what keeps industry insiders curious about his next move, because with Jungkook there is always a next move, always another level. As the final photos were taken and the event slowly wrapped up, one thing was clear: this wasn't just another appearance. It was a statement. A statement that Jungkook's influence is not slowing down. A statement that luxury brands recognize the magnitude of his global reach. A statement that his evolution is ongoing and unstoppable. And if tonight was any indication, we are only witnessing the beginning of an even bigger era. So the question now is whether Jungkook impressed the world at the Hublot event. The question is, what will he conquer next? Because if one arrival can silence the world, imagine what the next step will do. Stay watching, stay ready, because when Jungkook moves, the world doesn't just notice. It pauses.